For the second year in a row, Napoli hosting both a start and a finish. 162 kilometres and 2 categorised climbs. 5 riders getting up the road, including Simon Clark and Alessandro De Marchi, contesting the first of the intermediate sprints that went to Charlie Korteman of Team Girod'italia. There was a sprint for the minor placings, won by Mads Pedersen from the peloton, ahead of Michael Matthews and Caden Groves. They then dropped back as the time gap stabilised. Pedersen taking back 1 more point in the King of the Mountains competition on Jonathan Milan. Then over the top of the first climb, it was Francesco Gavazzi who took the major honours. Alessandro Veri had been involved in a solo chase that was ultimately fruitless to get into the breakaway of the day. Along the beautiful Amalfi coast then, Veri was first swept up, which left just 5 riders at the front. Clark and De Marchi then attacked, taking with them Alexandre Delettre briefly before those two went solo over the top of the second climb of the day, the Pico Sant'Angelo. De Marchi over the top in first place. A few seconds later, Delettre, who would never make contact again with the front of the race. De Marchi moving on to 9 points on the day. Charlie Korteman, along with the 2 other riders he was with, then swept up, and just 2 men left out front. A little bit of a scare for Primož Roglič in the closing kilometres, and a major scare for Simon Clark and Alessandro De Marchi as they both had to bunny hop over an island, and that same island a few minutes later dropped the chain of Geraint Thomas, who, much like Primož Roglič, had to be piloted back into the bunch. Full-on effort from the Ineos Grenadiers and from Jumbo-Visma, successful in the end for both those riders. A thrilling finale then, 20 seconds, still the advantage of the 2 riders with 1.8 kilometres to go, but in the final 250 metres, heartbreakingly they were swept up, first by Fernando Gaviria, and then by an impressive sprint by Trek Segafredo's Mads Pedersen, who held off Jonathan Milan to take the win. Brilliant victory from Trek Segafredo, who had done the majority of the riding all day to set it up for their leader. Pedersen, the winner of a stage at all 3 Grand Tours.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy. It's what we came for, so it's nice to have a victory now. It was a tough day for the team, and it's nice to pay them back with this victory. So good day.
So success now for Mads Pedersen at the Girod'italia for the first time in his career, ahead of Jonathan Milan, who's being extremely consistent. Pascal Ackermann up in 3rd place for the first time in a bunch sprint at the Giro. Andreas Leknesund continues for a 3rd successive day in the pink jersey. No big changes in the top 10 of the general classification, but a big day on stage 7 lies in wait to Gran Sasso.